This is John W. Whitehead, author of Battlefield America, The War on the American People, bringing you a message about the state of our nation. Where do our rights come from? Are they, as America's founders believed, given to us by our Creator so that no man or government can take them away from us? Or do our rights come from the government? Those who founded this country believe that what we conceive of as our rights were given to us by God, and that no government can create rights, nor can any government extinguish our rights. Unfortunately, the architects and bureaucrats of the American police state believe that the government, believe it or not, they believe the government has the power to determine who is and who is not deserving of constitutional rights. It's a slippery slope argument that justifies a long list of violations by government agents in the name of national security, the interest of the state, and so-called greater good. For example, if the government can deprive a citizen of their rights under the Constitution, be it the President, Congress, the courts, or any federal, state, or local agent or agency, then that person becomes less than a citizen. In the eyes of the government, anyone who is less than a citizen is no longer deserving of respect, dignity, civility, and bodily integrity. Once that happens, once the government strips a citizen of their inherent rights, he or she becomes an it, a faceless number that can be tallied and tracked, caged, bred, neutered, and euthanized at will. Unfortunately, we've been dancing with this particular devil for quite some time now, allowing the government to dictate to us, rather than we, the people, giving the marching orders to those whose paychecks are funded with our hard-earned taxpayer dollars. One thing is for certain. If we continue to wait for the government to restore our freedoms, respect our rights, rein in its abuses, and restrain its agents from riding roughshod over our lives, our liberty, and our happiness, then we will be waiting forever. Freedom is never voluntarily given by the oppressor, warned Martin Luther King. It must be demanded by the oppressed. But how do we demand freedom from our oppressor? Start by studying history. Take note of the movements that succeeded and the ones that failed. Think nationally, but act locally. If you're not prepared to challenge injustice in your own community when it happens in your own backyard, then there can be no hope for reining in the government's abuses. Most of all, stop giving the government the power to play God, all-knowing, all-seeing, and all-powerful, and start putting the government in its rightful place as our servant, an institution that derives its powers from the consent of the governed, we the people, whose primary purpose is to safeguard our rights. The time to act is now. Tomorrow may be too late. For more information about the Rutherford Institute, visit us at www.rutherford.org. Thanks to freedom fighters across America, the Rutherford Institute is doing everything in our power to push back against the government's excesses, power grabs, and outright abuses. Right now, we're filing lawsuits to push back against the police state, issuing public policy papers on threats to our freedoms, educating legislators about privacy concerns posed by emerging technologies, and sounding the alarm whenever government runs afoul of our Constitution. But we can't do it alone. As one of the only truly nonpartisan, apolitical organizations left in America, we depend on supporters like you. To lend a hand, visit our website at www.rutherford.org. Any donation, large or small, will go a long way towards helping us keep freedom alive.